Here we are at Detroit Lake again. It seems like this is where we end our year.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's cold. I'm glad you got the fire going. It feels good.
I just hope we catch a few trout with the smoker.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't rain or snow. It doesn't look like it's threatening to.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really look to me like it's gonna rain.
Well, it was an odd year. We did have our altercation with Harley Morgan, and Bigfoot as we called him. That was an interesting way to wind up with the Darchris episode.
Yeah, it was a little screwy, but it was fun.
Now, speaking of screwy, here it looks like the state park system is trying to save a bit of money by downsizing privies. I wonder if I can still stand up in there.
Man. Like a hobbit outhouse.
Yeah, some places have conveniences. This place has an inconvenience. But it all worked. Well, one thing about the Harley Morgan trip was it gave us a chance to look at the country where we wound up hunting elk, and
Yeah.
I think maybe we got a little bit of a wrong idea about the elk population.
know.
Yeah, we saw a total of 2 cows and 3 bulls. I wish we could have seen that many during the hunting season.
You did see some though, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I spent 7 days scouting, and the very first day of scouting we saw 2 big bulls in the dark, and then up behind the Bar J Ranch I ran into a wad of them that were bedded and flushed them out, and they scattered all over. But the rest of the scouting was pretty much a zero.
Yeah, kind of dropped off.
Well, I think we would have seen more elk in Portland. Kind of poor. Yeah. Elk became scarcer than back teeth on a turkey.
But we did see some turkeys.
We saw turkeys.
did see turkeys.
Hundreds of them everywhere. That area is just rich in turkeys.
There were turkeys in almost every field and meadow.
Well, a whole bunch of them.
Even though the fall turkey season was in full swing and the bag limit was either sex.
I think I got a tom in there. Big guy.
There's another batch. And here's another wad of them just strolling along. There's quite a few gobblers in this group. Man, there were turkeys everywhere until I grabbed my shotgun. They disappeared. Not a peep, tuk, 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 or gobble. Just gone. But I left Darcy in the truck while I tried to get our turkey supper, and guess what?
Boy, you guys don't know how lucky you are right now. If Chris were here, but he is not.
Believe it. They had her surrounded in the truck. True story. I never did find him, and we ate chicken tacos instead.
Yeah, we were rich in turkeys all right, but where were the elk? Yet I snuck through the woods like a Native American Indian. That's as politically correct as I get.
And remember, it did get cold. It got really cold right as you started to hunt.
Yeah, I think the day before opening day, it snowed.
Most of the snow was high up, and the temperature was in the lower 20s, which made the fresh snow really crunchy. It was impossible to sneak up on anything, but I had to get out and walk anyway and see if I could find some sign. Unfortunately, all the sign I found belonged to the wrong critter. Deer. But I kept at it. The elk had to be here somewhere. But I just found, you guessed it, more deer. It was pretty watching them in the snow, but it didn't help my elk hunting any.
and it got cold, and everything changed. We had been looking around water holes thinking that was dry desert, that was where you were going to find elk. But then it snowed and everything was different.
The one thing the crunchy snow allowed me to do was find tracks. But unfortunately, the ones I found were not elk. Nope, lion.
Yeah, and all the hunters we talked to, they said there weren't that many deer in the area, and we saw quite a few, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw lots of them. I think in our 12 or 13 days of hunting and scouting, we saw about 120, 130 deer.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, 5 of them were bucks
Yeah.
that I could see for sure.
Yeah.
And the rest were all does and yearlings. And a lot of yearlings in spite of what we'd heard.
Now here it looks like a single buck bedded down, but when I blew, bingo,
2 of them.
the big boy sticks his head up. He was bigger than the first, but I don't think he was Boone and Crockett. But he was nice. And here were a couple of nice little forked horns. Sweet, but no elk.
Yeah, other conditions kind of worked to foul up the hunting too. I had something really wrong with my ankle, and I still don't know what it is. I was hobbling around like Grandpa McCoy on the old real McCoys with Walter Brennan.
Yeah.
It was hard.
I was worried about you out there, you know, with your hobble. I mean, sometimes you couldn't even get from the truck to the trailer, barely.
Yeah,
I was worried.
and it was the first time in my life that I've had to actually look at a canyon and say, I'm not going to hunt there because I don't think I can get an animal out. And that bothered me. I've never had to do that before, but physical limitations, there's nothing you can do with them. You just get old, I guess.
So I wound up on opening day hunting the ground I felt comfortable in, the lower flatter country. No snow, places where maybe I could get my truck closer if I managed to get an elk down. It was pretty country, true Eastern Oregon game country, but the first thing I managed to do was find, of course, a buck. A nice 3-point, but he wasn't an elk. Then I found elk. 3 very tired cows with their tongues hanging out struggled past. And they were the last elk I saw.
Yeah, and my getting old, I'm like getting colder all the time, so fire.
What did Darcy do while I was hunting? Well, she had to keep tabs on the river for one thing. Watch it flow along and all. Plus, she had a book that she absolutely had to finish, and there were also birds she had to video. A beautiful pair of wood ducks took up part of her time. She chased them for a couple of days. Now they've got to be the prettiest of all ducks, maybe all birds. Just look at them. And now here is an oddity, a flicker, which is a type of woodpecker pecking on, of all things, the ground. He should have been hammering away on a tree trying to find grubs, termites, or larvae, but no, he was driving his bill into the dirt trying to find a night crawler. That's just weird. That's strange.
The fish just jumped out there. You see the splash?
Yep.
I think, man, neat. And your pole, you just got one?
course, Darcy couldn't let my fish go unanswered.
Whoops, looked like she's got one this time, is my guess.
Yeah.
I imagine it will be bigger than mine. At least that's what she'll claim, I'm sure. Looks like it's a keeper, is what I'm going to say.
Okay, get down there.
Fishing in the mud.
Well, that's a good one.
He's as pretty as
We'll
my
have-
hands are.
Have to get him unmuddy, but looks like he's going to be kept also. So
All right.
that's our 2-fish supper.
And we should have stayed at 2 fish, but Darcy had to make a last cast, and guess what? Yep, fish on.
He's working it. He might be bigger than the last one.
Well, that would be nice.
Fight might be big, but maybe. Oh, look at that.
Well,
not
he's a good
huge.
one.
He's not huge, but
Well, he's just got to somehow.
get him up without getting him muddy. Ah, there he goes.
Okay, hang on to it. Oh yeah,
He's actually bigger than I thought.
yeah, he's 13, 14. He's a good one.
So I'm wondering if you're just ever going to say anything about the San Am trip and the treasure.
Well, I've had mixed feelings about that. I mean, it was neat. And I think I fished up there on the San Am in that area for almost 60 years. And I fished that little hole even with my daughter when she was 7 years old.
Yeah.
That's been my favorite place to fish in the whole world. And the last time maybe I'm ever going to go in there, we found the treasure, as you call it. It was real. It happened. I've got mixed feelings about it, but I think I'm going to put it in just because we need to remember it, and it's a story worth telling. That was a strange day. And I've never found anything like that before in my life.
It was
But that
fun.
day-
It surprised us.
We did.
Yeah.
We found a treasure, as you call it. That's as close to what it really was as I can put into words. What an amazing day.
Yeah.
I'll show that to you. Show it to you now. Just leave your pack and your rod down there. Come on up here. We're not going 50 feet.
Okay.
It's right here.
All right.
30 years ago, something like that, 35 years maybe, I was up here with one of the guys I worked with,
Yeah.
and I left him fishing down at the hole, and I came up here and I found something.
Okay.
It was either,
It was right here that you found
well, it
it?
was in here somewhere. It was a hammerhead or a maul or something. It was a man-made thing, and it was old and rusty and heavy, and I didn't feel like packing it out. But I thought I'd prove it to you today
You've still been
and see if I
thinking
could
about
find it.
Okay.
So, just,
I don't know where. This is
well, I
just
don't know
a-
what, I know it's real close. It's right here. The little road just kind of comes to an end.
Okay.
This is the road that came all the way from the highway, but it peters out here.
So we're looking for something just sticking out of the ground.
Somewhere, I thought I just left it laying out where I could find it, but I don't.
I don't see anything
Oh.
up there.
I don't see anything right off the bat.
And it could have moved. I mean, it could
Wait a
have
minute,
moved.
wait a
since
minute, wait a
then.
minute.
What?
Some kind of tin cans or something here. Wow. Wow. Hey, this is neat.
What is that? Oh, it looks like a lamp? Some kind of lamp.
Poppy Sam,
What
that's
is
neat.
that inside of it?
That's not what I found before.
Really?
No, God, it's even all whole. Well, today's a success.
Maybe
Hey,
there's something else down there.
wow, that's neat.
That's pretty good.
Huh. Well, good for us.
Yep.
You need a lantern?
No.
Oh, shoot. But it looks, what the hell is that?
There's something else in there?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is.
Oh wow, that's like a little, it's like leather stuff. A leather pouch or something?
I don't know. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Look at there.
Oh, a coin. Silver, is that a silver dollar? It looks kind of, I don't know.
1887.
Look at you. That's some kind of
Sweet.
parking lot money there. What a find. That's pretty cool. Huh.
There's two more in there, man.
Well, you can buy us coffee on the way home.
That's an 1898.
Huh.
Can you see those things?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is pretty cool. I don't know if the camera's getting it.
Sweet.
I don't know if we get close up on that, maybe later. That's...
Huh.
Any more?
I don't know.
Looks just like roots down there now.
Got another one. Shit, we're going to be millionaires. Look at that.
Wow.
That's neat.
That is. That's pretty
I haven't
cool.
been paid that good for fishing yet. Well,
Is that it?
maybe so.
How many does that make it?
6 or 7?
Let me see. Let me see. Show the... How many is that? 5s?
That makes 7.
7. Man.
Well, I didn't expect that. Jeez. That is neat.
Man.
Okay. Can you?
Pretty
Anyway, there it
profitable,
is.
profitable,
Well, I don't want to give up yet.
that's better than a lantern.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well-
Now you got me all curious. Like, what else?
I think I got him out of there.
All right. You probably did. Yeah, you just wonder though. You kept digging and finding more. I guess you did.
Oh,
Wait
well.
a minute, wait a minute. Here's something. Another one.
Good for you. That's number 8.
God. We're going to
Yeah.
be addicted to this. We're going to be here all day.
Well, we
hard
don't
to
need to
give up.
catch any more fish.
No. Oh, look. Another one.
Holy cow. Holy cow. Neat. Well, hell, you can keep looking and I'll run the
I'm
camera.
going to get this stick out. That is pretty cool. I mean, you know, buy us several cups of coffee.
Way to go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Why would somebody leave a lantern and coins right here? What's up with that?
Well,
Makes you wonder what the story is, you know? What was the story?
I don't know. Maybe the guy's wagon broke down and it's 100 years ago. Maybe he didn't have a good cell signal, so he decided to walk into town. Something like that.
Yeah, that's probably it. I guess we can go. I don't know. You got me all curious now.
Well, I think I got him out of there.
What else might be here?
I got a pretty good hole there.
Oh, look, that I did find one.
Really?
Look at that. God, we're gonna have several cups of coffee on the
Sweet.
way home. This is pretty
Sweet.
cool.
That's all right.
God, you just can't give up. I thought I saw something over here. Oh, I did.
Another one?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this is the best day of fishing I've had in a long time. Yeah, we'll chop around here a little bit longer. We don't need to catch any more fish.
No, I guess not.
Wow.
Profitable job here.
I just thought I'd show you something old I found. I couldn't even find what I found
we did find the
before.
lantern.
Yeah.
That was old. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
God, finding money, that's even better. All right. Nifty.
Well, this is sure going to go down in the books as a weird day.
Weird day.
Well, there's our total haul. We got 13 of them. That's pretty good. We spent probably an hour and a half and we've got 13 bucks, so that's what, about $3 or $4 an hour a piece, our wages. But it was fun. And we got souvenirs. That's neat. Time to head on back out of the canyon now. Whew. It was fun. I think we're done.
All right. We're not getting old, no.